The question, should certified teachers be tested, can be taken out of context and be seen in isolation and be given a very simplistic answer one way or the other. What I want to do in these 20 minutes is to tell you why in Arkansas, and I don't think that our state is different from any place else that you may come from, why we saw the teaching profession and the opportunities for it would be enhanced in the long run if we were to include, as part of our overall efforts to upgrade the status and the pay and the long-term prospects of teachers, the requirement that all certified teachers be tested. Because I think if we talk about it in context and do not remove it from the very many other important issues that are confronting the teaching profession, we can see why, at least in our situation, we thought it was necessary as part of a long-term strategy to be included. We began the process of testing incoming teachers some years ago. There was no opposition to speak of to that. When we began our efforts in 1983, and we operate in a somewhat compressed time frame in our state because the governor, at least until 1986, is only elected every 2 years, which in effect means you have a term of 1 year. Anything you wish to do to improve the quality of life must happen very quickly. When we began our work to try to determine what could be done to improve education, and when I talk about education, I'm talking about not just for children, although that to me is the ultimate and most important objective, but also to improve opportunities for the teaching profession. We encountered the kind of questioning about what we were going to be doing that has become commonplace throughout the country. Because there were problems with public perception, there was ignorance about what happens in our schools. There is certainly confusion about what the goals of education should be. We tried to fashion an overall effort that would be designed to, in the long run, empower teachers. But we kept coming up against some very legitimate questions about who was in the classroom today. I spent a year traveling through our state. We held public hearings in every one of our 75 counties. We engaged in as much public participation as we could possibly schedule. I talked to hundreds and even thousands of educators, parents, business people, even students. There was an excitement that had never been present in my years of being around political life in Arkansas about something that could be changed for the better. But there were also nagging questions, and among those nagging questions were, well, what will we do with those teachers who are in the classroom today who are not competent?